Good afternoon, everyone. This is to inform you that our program shall commence at exactly 1:15 in the afternoon. Thank you. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the CITCS 12 IT Summit entitled Let IT Be You, Encapsulating Digital Transformation to Future Information Technology Professionals. Today, we dive into the world of digital transformation and empower future IT professionals. Join us as we explore emerging technologies and human element behind IT innovation. Together, let's shape the digital future. Welcome to the summit. Let us officially start our program with the doxology, followed by the Philippine National Anthem, Muntinlupa March, and Pielmon Hymn.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. All my life you have been faithful. Oh, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yeah. Your goodness is running out, it's running after me. Your goodness is running out, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running out, it's running after me. Your goodness is running out, it's running after me. Your goodness is running out, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running, it keeps running after me.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Now it's our privilege to introduce Associate Professor Elaine J. Anuevo, the College Dean of College of Information Technology and Computer Studies, Head of ICT Office, and AVP Technology Integration. With his extensive expertise and dedication to technology integration, Associate Professor Anuevo will now deliver the welcoming remarks, setting the tone for this exceptional IT Summit. Please give a warm welcome to Associate Professor Elaine J. Anuevo. Elaine, are you here in our call? Again, calling the attention of Dean Elaine for our welcoming remarks. May I request the help of the technical team to spotlight Dean Elaine. Okay, so I'm afraid Dean Elaine is not yet in the call. So for the meantime, okay, let us proceed temporarily to our remarks. We apologize for the change in our program. Unfortunately, Dr. Mertes Tagulao, our Vice President for Academic Affairs, one of our esteemed guests, will not be delivering the inspirational message as planned. However, she has sent us a brief but inspiring message that she wishes to share with you all. Although she couldn't be here in person, her words will undoubtedly motivate and guide us as we embark on this exciting IT Summit. Let us now take a moment to listen as I read her message, powerful message, and let it set the tone for an extraordinary day ahead. Yes, it is with great pride that you have come this far in your this moment. Time will come that you will serve the industry. Always remember that you learned best because you opened your hearts to what this school can offer. The challenge of hard work. It means there is no shortcut or easy way to achieve your goals. I hope that this learning experience will give you more opportunities to learn better and continue to be a team player to deliver and accomplish. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you, Dean, to Al, with the organizers of this event who led you with all to where we are now. Thank you and more power to PLMON CITCS. So again, let us welcome Dean Ali, the College Dean of College of Information Technology and Computer Studies.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Joel.
Sir, you-
Of course, to our University President, Dr. Raimundo P. Arcega, our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Marites Tabulao, our Vice President for Student Life Development, is currently our OIC President, Dr. Danilo Solayao, the rest of the Management Committee, our program heads, program chair. For BSES, we have Ms. Casey Mendez. For BSIT, Mr. BSES rather, Mr. Melchor Paz. For BSIT, we have Ms. Casey Mendez. And ACT, Mr. Ali Gabjay Sako, to our faculty members, or let IT be you. Encapsulating digital transformation to future information technology professionals. It costs, okay, you actually, the students were already informed about this, but they are not, I think, I don't know it, they're not reading the instructions. Okay. Again, no? Ayan na naman, may narinig na naman ako. Can you, all students, please check your microphone if your microphone is muted or not. If not, can you mute it right now? Kapag hindi naka-mute yan, ibig sabihin hindi kayo nakikinig. Sino ang nagdo-document nito? Can you please check this or not? I don't know if what way. Okay. Again, no, the nature of work is fundamentally changing as a result of rapid advancement of new digital technologies, including, of course, the smart technology, artificial intelligence and automation, robotics, cloud computing, and the Internet of Things, or IoT, which is also raising concerns about the future of businesses or of the companies and jobs, because companies, need to adapt and transform their business models in order to stay competitive and keep up with this rapid disruption. So the development of new technology is also altering, the kinds of skills and abilities required in the workplace, and demands a change in mindset among, of course, individuals, teams, and organizations. And that's our role, with you students. We need to mold you, we need to educate you, we need you to be updated with the current trends, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, that has accelerated digitalization trends while highlighting the value of employee well-being and resilience in coping with widespread employment and technology change. So we are actually fortunate, no, to have this semi-annual event for you students, of course, not just students, but of course our faculty members, keep up with current trends and issues in information technology and computing as part, of course, of your professional development course in our university. So this is actually a free event, no, as part of the CHED Unifast Scholarship Program, which has been available to PL Moon since 2018 and are currently being enjoyed, no, by our students. So at this IT Summit, no, uh, we are on our 12th IT Summit this semester. We are very privileged to be able to invite two selected, brilliant educators and IT practitioners who are experts, in the field of IT and computing to share their knowledge. This morning we have Prof. Boydon for transformative digitalization. And this afternoon we are also very lucky to have our guest speaker, which will be introduced later. So I expect, that all attendees, all students will pay attention, and gain something from this webinar. Because not everything can be taught inside the classroom. So we need to bring in more experts in our field to keep up with the latest studies. So this type of professional development event, allows you to gain more expertise in your field while also developing new ideas for your future career. And it will provide you with extensive exposure to a topic through, of course, the presentation of our guest speaker and as well as his discussions. So you can gain, a broad understanding, of the topic that will be discussed this afternoon by also asking questions. Hoping that if you have questions after the talk, you can ask. You can also take down, your notes, and of course be prepared, for this event as well. So I think that would be all. Thank you, and once again, a pleasant afternoon.
Again, thank you, Dean Elaine. Now we would be proceeding with the inspirational message from Dr. Danilo B. Salayo, the esteemed Dean of the College of Teacher Education and Vice President for Student Life Development. He will be delivering an inspirational message on behalf of our University President, Dr. Raimundo P. Arcega Sese. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Salayo as we eagerly await his words of wisdom.
Yes. Again, good afternoon. This is the second session, the afternoon session of this IT Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Dr. Abante, esteemed faculty members, and most especially the brilliant minds of our BS Information Technology and BS Computer Science students. Just like the message of our VP for Academic Affairs, it is with great pleasure and immense pride that I am virtually with you today as your Vice President for Student Life and Development, and for and on behalf of our University President, Dr. Raimundo P. Arcega, who is now in an equally important mission outside the country. On this very momentous occasion of the IT Summit 2023, with the theme, Let It Be You, or Let IT Be You, encapsulating digital transformation to future information technology professionals. This gathering signifies not only your incredible achievements, but also the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of you, our dear IT and CS students. As we gather here today in this virtual summit, we find ourselves at the forefront of a digital revolution that is shaping the world as we know it. Technology has become an inseparable part of our lives, permeating every aspect of society and transforming the way we live, the way we work, and the way we interact with. In this era of rapid change, it is the information technology professionals like our distinguished resource speaker for today, and you, our dear IT and CS students, who hold the key to unlocking the future. The theme of this summit, Let It Be You, embodies the essence of what it means to be trailblazers in the world of technology. It reminds us that technology is not just a tool or a means to an end, but an extension of ourselves, a reflection of our aspirations, creativity, and ingenuity. So, our challenge to all of you is for you to embrace this concept and let your passion for technology intertwine with your own unique talents and abilities and embody the spirit of innovation, for it is through your unique perspectives and individuality that you will shape the future of information technology. Encapsulating digital transformation is more than just mastering the latest programming languages or understanding the complex algorithms, as you call it. It involves a holistic understanding of how technology can be harnessed to solve real-world problems and make a positive impact on society. As future IT professionals, you have the power to revolutionize industries, bridge gaps, and bring about meaningful change. So, again, the challenge is for you to embrace this responsibility with humility and integrity. For it is through actions that the world will judge the transformative power of technology. In your journey through this summit and beyond, remember that success is not solely measured by your technical prowess, but also by your ability to adapt, collaborate, and continuously learn. The field of information technology is ever evolving, and to thrive in this dynamic landscape, you must embrace a growth mindset. I heard this in the first speaker this morning, growth mindset, which is a commitment to lifelong learning and personal development. Seek out opportunities to expand your knowledge, explore emerging technologies, and push the boundaries of what is possible. Remember, the true essence of a successful IT professional lies not only in what you know today, but in your capacity to learn and evolve tomorrow. As you engage in thought-provoking discussion this afternoon with our distinguished resource speaker, engage with industry experts and showcase your projects. Remember that you are not just representing yourselves, but also the immense potential of this university, the pamantasan ng lungsod ng Muntinlupa. You are the ambassadors of our institution's commitment to excellence.
Excuse me po, Doc. Nakamute po kayo.
Yeah, sorry for that. I think I was removed from the platform. Uh, The notice here says you have been removed from the platform. So I'll just finish this inspirational message for and on behalf of the President, Dr. Arcega. I was saying in conclusion, I would like to express my deepest admiration and gratitude to the students, faculty members, and organizers of this event who have made this summit a reality. You are the driving force beyond this remarkable event, and your dedication and hard work are truly commendable. As you embark on your future careers as information technology professionals, let the spirit of this summit guide you, and let it be a reflection of your aspirations to become catalyst for change and a force for good. As I said a while ago, embrace the digital transformation with your open arms, and remember that the future of technology lies in your hands. Congratulations, and I wish you all the successful and inspiring summit. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Again, thank you, Dr. Sulayao. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Paul Joshua Maglaya, the Blended Learning Coordinator and a highly respected figure in the CITCS. He will be guiding us through this afternoon session by introducing our esteemed resource speaker who brings invaluable insights and expertise to our IT Summit. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Paul Joshua Maglaya.
Ladies and gentlemen, instead of introducing our speaker, I would like to let the video do the honor. We have prepared a special video presentation that will give you a glimpse of our esteemed speaker achievements and contribution in his field of expertise. So without further ado, let's roll the video and be inspired by the passion and dedication of our speaker.
Anak, wag kang magingay ng ganyan.
He is the founder president of Holy Face of Jesus Lyceum of San Jose Incorporated, Rizal, Lyceum of Santa Maria Incorporated, Bulacan, Santa Elena Institute of Science and Technology, Camarines Norte, St. Felicity College, Bataros, and Lyceum of Tingloy de San Roque Incorporated, Batangas. Academic consultant in Asia Technological College of Science and Arts, Trent International First Technical Career Institute, Lyceum of St. Dominic Incorporated, National College of Science and Technology, and a lot more. He is currently the Dean of the Graduate School at World City Colleges, Quezon City and Antipolo, Rizal. Mellow, as what his friends call him, is an educator by heart. He graduated with 5 bachelor's degrees, 3 in IT, BSIT, BSCS, BSCP, 1 for education, BSE Mathematics, and 1 for management, BSc, or master's degrees, MIT, MA Math, MBA, MPA, or doctorate degrees, PhD IT, PhD CS.
Taas ng ping ko. Paload na rin kaya ako. Hindi, mamaya na pag.
In life. Mello, despite his busy schedule, find time to further serve the country through BPS TC60, where he was recently re-elected as the chairman of SC2 on IT for Learning, Education and Training and member in TC60, SC1. Active officers and members of different IT and business professional organizations such as PSITE, ISITE, ACM, IEEE, ICTEP, CODET, and a lot more. He is also an accreditor, assessor, and evaluator in different accrediting bodies such as PCAP, PQA, PQC, AQCOA, AUQCOA, ICT Validator, ISO, RQAT, NBC, TESDA, and others. Despite his busy schedule, Doc Mello still knows how to balance his life. He firmly believes that all his blessings came from God, and because of this he always have time to serve as lector/commentator in St. Arnold Jansen Shrine Parish, Cainta Rizal, and Blessed Sacrament Parish, Santa Maria, Bulacan from 2008 up to present. He finished his comprehensive training as Data Privacy Officer Level 2 passer from PSITE National and obtained his certification from the said organization and passer of ECDL/ICDL, IT Security 2.0. He gave talks and published papers in national and international venues. He serves as an editor, panelist, reviewer, and other roles in several journal publications. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Marmelo Abante. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Okay, so thank you very much. I'm sorry with my voice. Actually, I have talked in a university in Manila yesterday, and I'll try my best to share my discussions for this afternoon. May I request to please share my screen, share my PowerPoint presentation. So thank you very much for your kind introduction, and thank you, PLMON, for giving me a second opportunity to speak during your summit. So, still waiting with my presentation. Okay, so to remain competitive and relevant in today's business environment, companies in all sectors are embracing technology in an effort to undergo a digital transformation, which has become an essential component of a modern business landscape. As aspiring professional in the field of information technology, it is imperative that you have a solid understanding of fundamental principles underlying digital transformation and the effects it has on businesses. So, the use of technology to streamline operations, improve experience for customers, and create new revenue stream is an essential part of the digital transformation process. It is necessary to have an in-depth knowledge of developing technologies such as Doc Alin mentioned, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and the Internet of Things. professional in this industry
Doc Melo, pa-unmute na lang po.
Okay. Okay, so again, thank you very much for your kind introductions. And thank you, PL Mon, for giving me a second opportunity to speak. To remain competitive and relevant in today's business environment, companies in all sectors are embracing technology in an effort to undergo digital transformation, which has become an essential component of the modern business landscape. No? As aspiring professionals in the field of information technology education, it is imperative that you have a solid understanding of the fundamental principles underlying digital transformation and the effects it has on businesses. Because the use of technology to streamline operations, improve experiences for customers, and create new revenue streams is an essential part of the digital transformation process. It is necessary to have an in-depth knowledge of developing technologies, as what Dr. Alain mentioned earlier, such as artificial intelligence, cloud computing, in the Internet of Things. I believe that professionals in this industry need to have a growth mindset and be willing to continuously learn and adapt to the new technologies. So if they want to achieve success in their careers, in addition to this, they need to be capable of coming up with creative solutions to problems and communicating effectively with the stakeholders located throughout the organizations. Because future information technology professionals can be well prepared to drive digital transformation in their organizations and contribute to the overall success of the business if they internalize these ideas and compile them into a coherent whole. Next slide, please. Next slide. Can you hear me? Okay. So, maybe, of course, every one of us asking, what exactly does digital transformations refer to? So, the integration of digital technology into all areas of business, fundamentally changing how you operate and deliver value to customers, is known as digital transformation. It is also a cultural shift that necessitates organizations constantly challenging the status quo, experimenting, and becoming comfortable with failure. So, due to the fact that digital transformation will manifest differently for each company, it can be difficult to provide a universal definitions. In general, we define digital transformation as the integration of digital technology into all aspects of a business, resulting in a fundamental changes to how businesses operate and provide value to customers. Beyond that, it requires organizations to continually challenge the status quo, experiment frequently, and become accustomed to failure. And this often necessitates abandoning established business processes upon which companies were founded in favor of related new practices that are still being defined. Information or digital transformation should begin with a problem statement, a clear opportunity, or an inspirational goal. The way of your organization's digital transformation could involve, for instance, enhancing the customer experience, reducing friction, boosting productivity, or increasing profitability. Or if it's an aspirational statement, it could focus on becoming the best business partner by utilizing digital technologies that were unable years ago. we consider that what digital transformation will entail for your organizations and how you will articulate it leaders. Digital is a loaded term that has multiple meanings to different people. Digital transformation, of course, is part, and we really want to embrace that digital transformation, not only for the near future, but we need to start now. Okay, next. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Pasensya na po kayo sa boses ko ha. Nagtook kasi ako kahapon sa University sa Manila. So, live. Medyo na ako nagdala. Okay. So, right now, doon muna po sa prior slide. What drives digital information? Technology is obviously an essential component of digital transformation. But more often than not, it is more about shedding obsolete processes and legacy technology than adapting new technology. It also involves facilitating innovation. Okay, so we need to take notes that in the realm of government IT, more agencies are on the verge of realizing the cloud model's full potential beyond cost reduction into strategic advantage. Okay, the prevalence of legacy technology in enterprise IT continue to impede CIO's ability to implement a digital transformation strategy successfully. So legacy technology can become an expensive barrier to transformation. So if you spend 70 to 80% of your IT budget operating and maintaining legacy system, there is little left to seize new opportunities and propel the business forward. And this expenditure will increase as technology ages and become more fragile. In addition, new technologies are constructed using cloud-based architectures and methodologies. So, what is the long-term value of leveraging the best new technology for your business and its customers? What are the essential IT professional skills for 2025? Because I think right now you are third year, second year, and fourth year. So looking forward that we need to prepare ourselves for 2025. Next slide, please. Spending time attempting to comprehend the customer's perspective and empathizing with them can go a long way toward establishing and sustaining great business relationship. Everything within the enterprise will be driven by data. Can you hear me po? Narinig po ba ako?
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, everything within the operation or within the enterprise organization will be driven by data. And this include customer interactions, employee engagement, and the operation of IT itself. So, you must be an expert at capturing, interpreting, and applying data in all aspects of your job functions. Our ability to let go of previous ideas, approaches, preferences, and prejudices, the ability to unlearn our past behavior may require the most modification. Because if the new few years are similar to the last few, then we should seek value and reward adaptability. And for adaptability to flourish, we need some old standbys, autonomy and an expansive understanding and perspective. We need to take note that all IT professionals will be required to have a complete understanding of business value. Continuous improvement will be a part of everyone's responsibility. The rate of value change will continue to accelerate, and continuous improvement will be the foundation of successful organizations. So, what satisfies the customer's needs today may not satisfy those needs tomorrow, next week, or next month. IT professional must have the ability to spend 80% of their time outside the office learning what is actually happening according, of course, to my experience. The entire globe is digital or online. IT professional must see, observe, and understand how the technology they provide actually operates. No more built by design from an internal product team. Instead, built by design from the perspective of and in collaboration with the people who will use it. And we expect that by 2025, the effects of current advancement in cloud, DevOps, and AI will be undeniable. Hyper-automation, extreme connectivity, and fluid workspaces are already influencing how we work and collaborate. IT professionals who do not master digital collaboration and co-creation will be rendered obsolete. So, by 2025, it will be common for virtual agents and virtual assistants to work alongside humans. Hybrid collaboration will necessitate an awareness of the capabilities and constraints of virtual coworkers as well as willingness to work with them. IT professional must develop the capacity to communicate their skills and competencies in a manner that is universally comprehensible. So, as we move away from traditional employment models in static job description, this is crucial now and will become even more crucial in the future. Because numerous current IT professionals must begin with the transitions to become automation Sherpas, individuals who comprehend the complexity end-to-end delivery of system and can assist the business in identifying areas where automation can reduce low-value work. And this expert may become low-code gurus and instruct business on how to become citizens developers. IT professionals must have a thorough understanding of the role in the value creation process in order to get the most and give the most as continuous improvement and sustainability are rapidly becoming integral to the work. So, maybe you are asking, what are the essential IT professional skills for 2025? Next slide, please. Next slide. Session na talaga sa boses ko. Next slide, please. Okay. Number one is security. Security should be a foundational to an IT team. Starting out in a help desk, networking, or system administration role can introduce you to concepts that are helpful to know for security purposes. The following skills can help you qualify for IT positions like information security analyst at the entry level or beyond. You need to be familiar, to have a familiarity with physical, network, and software security. You need to know on how to install firewalls and routers, data encryptions, risk mitigation strategy and threats analysis, knowledge of compliance regulations and standards, like PCI DSS, Cybercrime, Data Privacy Act of 2012, HIPAA, and CCPA. And it is important for us to have an idea on how we'll be able to perform ethical hacking and penetration testing. Okay, number two, next slide, will be programming. Being able to program will be a must of those who want to develop software, web applications, and website. It also be useful for IT workers who wants to automate tasks. and there are certain languages or common languages requested of programmers and can be asked of IT professional as well. Right now, no, you may start studying about Python, C++, JavaScript, Ruby, and PowerShell. The next will be the systems and networks. Making sure computer system and networks are operating smoothly is central to the work of an IT team. Typical roles is specializing in this skill set into system administrators and network administrators. System and network skills can also be useful for working in cloud administrations or security as well. So, in the basic level, we need to have a skills like administering diverse operating systems like Windows, Linux, or Mac. No, we could able to install and configure computer hardware and software. Cloud administration and applications. We could able to maintain local area networking, wide area networking, storage area networking, and of course, virtual private networks. We need also to understand the troubleshooting and helping your co-employees with technical issues. The next one will be the data analysis. Okay, so data analysis or being able to analyze data will be useful for various IT tasks. Monitoring performance data can help teams find security threats or see where inefficiencies exist in their operations. Okay, so to be a data engineers, we need to know exactly the SQL, statistics, and Pythons. Okay, then the next one will be the DevOps, a combination of development and operation. This will be as a bridge the software development and IT teams. No? Tough a field unto itself. DevOps skills can help in both the IT and development aspect of running an organizations, because working in DevOps can mean becoming a DevOps engineer, and you might need some skills like understanding of continuous delivery theory, container technologies like Docker or Kubernetes, no? Scripting language like Python, Ruby, and C, and familiarity again with cloud operations. The next one will be the cloud computing. The cloud computing skills are in demand, including anything from building cloud infrastructure to maintaining them. Working with cloud technology can open doors to positions like cloud developer, cloud administrator, and cloud architect. Knowledge of the following cloud platforms can be useful if you have a background with AWS or AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Oracle. Okay? And the other is the machine learning. A skillful or a skill useful for programmers and data professionals. Machine learning, a subset of artificial intelligence, has become one of the most prominent skills to learn in the technology sphere. You can start learning basic through online machine learning coursework. And you need to be good in a parametric and non-parametric algorithms, kernels, clustering, and deep learning techniques. Now, right after knowing all the skills necessary, what will be the best careers for the future as an IETE graduates? Next slide po. Next slide. Okay. Number one, of course, we are asking always, what are the best careers for the near future? What help we see that the jobs predicted to see the most growth and demand are? Of course, number one, computer and mathematical occupations. Still, worldwide, no? We need an specialized developers, analysts, programmers, and information security analysts. No? Media and communication workers, operation specialists, no? Like computer information system managers, no? And so on. So, the best careers for the future or way beyond. Change will keep happening, no? And the rest of the world will experience social, cultural, economic, environmental, and technological changes. Some of these changes can be foreseen, but many of them can be predicted. New challenges may arise without any warning, and happy accidents may lead to positive new discoveries that solve long-standing problems. So, predicting the best job for the future requires understanding that all kinds of variables will interact in complex and surprising ways. Many of tomorrow's jobs will likely result from today's scientific and technological. But in fact, according to one estimate, no, almost two-thirds of today's students will eventually have an occupations that don't currently exist. Many of today's occupations will continue to be part of the future, but they undergo changes like everything else. And many occupations will transform into something entirely new or disappear together. It's a lot to think about. Let's alone visualize. Many of us have a natural resistance to change and uncertainty, and we might feel a little too safe or comfortable with the status quo.
Pero kinuha mo laki talaga sa'yo, ah. Ba't hindi pa malaki?
Okay. In the market right now, no, software developers, no, computers, robots, and mobile devices are useless without the well-engineered software that gives life to the sophisticated hardware it runs on. So as the internet grows and machines get smarter and more connected to us and to each other, the need for talented software developers will expand. No? Mobile app development, especially, is considered one of the best careers for 2025 in India. In fact, almost 1.35 million total job openings are projected to become available in the software development field between 2018 to 2028. And the median years for application software developers was $100,000 per year. Another career is the data analyst. Thanks to computing advances and the cultural shift toward more tracking and measuring, the amount of data that gets collected every year grows by an astonishing amount. No? Organizations of every type now have the ability to gather so much detailed information that is becoming more and more difficult for a lot of them to figure out what it all means. And they need professionals who can not only collect the data they need, but also spot patterns, identify past and current trends, and forecast future probabilities. Next will be the digital content specialist. One of the major cultural revolutions that keeps getting more entrenched is the move toward more dynamic, digital, interactive, and on-demand media. Because of digital devices that keeps us constantly connected to almost any kind of information or entertainment we want to consume, the need for fresh content that breaks through the noise is never ending. Organization is every industry are discovering that generating new digital content is becoming a major key to sustaining their effectiveness. That's why digital content specialists with all kinds of different job titles and abilities are increasingly in high demand, especially with growing popularity of remote work and freelance gigs. So, to prepare for this type of position, it's smart to get training in areas like internet marketing, writing, and multimedia and digital arts. Another is the information security analyst. As our modern way of life gets more entwined with computers and dependent of computer technology, we are all become more vulnerable to cyber attacks. So far, we've been lucky that criminal hackers haven't shut down critical infrastructure on a large scale or for an extended period of time. But that day is probably coming unless we have enough computer security specialists to help the government and essential organizations protect their network and IT system. So, cybersecurity is a worldwide issue, and the bad guys keep getting more sophisticated in their attacks. So, from 2018 to 2028, about 128,000 jobs are expected to open up for information security analysts, and they earn almost 100,000 per year, per month. Okay? Another is the computer science, computer system analyst. The reason for getting an education in computer science and IT will probably continue to multiply as information technology grows more complex and intertwined with everything in our lives. That growing complexity is why more and more organizations will likely need system analysts. Going forward, companies will need need help choosing and implementing the best hardware and software, including potentially robots and artificial intelligent machines. So computer system analysts could benefit from almost 600,000 job openings. Digital rehab counselor. No? Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the incredible amount of digital information you consume in a day? Many people do. So, as more and more of our lives revolve around social media and other online activities, there's a growing awareness that a lot of us are actually addicted to the technology we use. And one of the jobs of the future may involve helping people detox from their overconsumptions of digital inputs. People with counseling training will likely to be best equipped to pursue this type of job. Another, of course, is the blockchain developer. You probably heard the digital cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. But how much do you know about the underlying technology that make it possible? Okay, blockchain technology works as a distributed cryptographic ledger that can make economic and other types of transaction decentralized, faster, and more private. It's all a bit hard to understand, but many experts believe that blockchain technology will eventually be just as world-changing as the internet. That's why professionals who understand how to develop practical services and products with blockchain technology will probably be a high demand well into the future. Of course, a smart building technician. No? Because with each passing year, more homes, offices, and factories are taking advantage of automation technology to control various building systems such as lighting, heating, air conditioning, and security. So, everyday appliances like refrigerators are also becoming part of the growing Internet of Things. In the future, smart buildings may dominate entire cities as people embrace the freedom and convenience of automated control in hyper-connected systems. But we still need qualified people to install, maintain, and repair those systems. So, tradespeople such as HVAC technicians are stating to become smart building technicians. Another, of course, is the 3D printing technicians. Many futurists believe that we're only just begun to scratch the surface of what 3D printing technology or yung additive manufacturing or additive manufacturing, it will ultimately be capable of achieving. No? Another is the augmented reality developer. Is the real world too boring? Does it need some virtual enhancement that provide extra information or entertainment value? And some people think so. That's why they're developing ways to superimpose digital images and information onto a person's normal perception of the world using using special glasses, bionic contact lenses, or other technologies. Because augmented reality could eventually have a major impact on everyone's personal and professional lives, since it will probably touch every industry, event, and public space. So, augmented reality developers are needed to intelligently design and plan the safe and effective use of this technology. The robotic service technician is needed. In the decades to come, almost every home could have sophisticated robots that assist with routine housework such as laundry, cooking, cleaning, and lawn maintenance. But those robots probably won't always work as they should. So, skilled technicians may be needed to repair or reprogram the robots that get up, go high wire, or cease to functions. In fact, robot technicians may eventually become just a commonplace as plumbers, electricians, auto mechanics, and other types of skilled tradespeople. Nanotech engineer, no? By manipulating matter at the level of atoms or molecules, it has become possible to imagine and develop a wide range of new innovation. Let's say, for example, many people in this field envision a future in which self-replicating nanostructure are used in construction and nanorobots are put into the human body to assist the immune system and cure diseases. So nanoscale technologies are already being used to create advanced materials, and they're being incorporated into some electronics and consumer products. As this technology matures, nanotech engineers will need to ensure that their creations don't pose a risk to the environment of human health. Of course, even the virtual reality designers. Most people like to travel and explore places they've never been. However, you don't necessarily have to physically travel anywhere in order to see and experience new places. Whole virtual worlds are being created, and the supporting technology will increasingly allow you to interact with it using all of your senses. A lot of of VR users might even form deep relationships with the other virtual avatars while having adventures that they would never experience in the real world. As this technology matures, what reals and what's fantasy will start to blur together. Talented VR designers may become highly sought after as VR developers race to fill a growing demand or more sophisticated, realistic, and imaginative virtual experience. Actually, we have a lot of jobs possibly. Now, the keys to digital transformation. Next. The keys. Next slide, please. Okay. IT specialists will be essential in assisting business with innovation, enhancing business operations, and staff efficiency through digital transformation as IT needs change. So mobilizing digital transformation effectively demands three things throughout the entire organization. Companies must first commit to the endeavor, beginning at the top. The company's executive team needs to give IT optimization more attention. Tasks that are repetitive, including provisioning and deprovisioning, auditing, and compliance, can be reduced using automation technologies. And other technologies can help them audit security rules and access control, analyze how users are utilizing company-deployed software, and improve cost optimization and acquire technologies. Next, the business requires visionary IT leaders who is aware of current technological trends and where internal training is required for deploying new technologies. The IT leader will position the IT department to meet evolving needs and make sure IT can manage the tasks and activities business analysts will be performing. So, in order to bridge the gap between business needs and technology available to support those results, this leader is crucial. And the business needs IT professionals with the necessary attitude and adaptability to handle the difficulties of a changing work environment. Next slide, please. What will be the unified approach? Workflows will become more streamlined as a result of replacing manual procedures with IT automations, allowing your company to operate more quickly and accurate while also delivering high quality work. Employing and utilizing automations for routine operations enable staff to concentrate on developing their skill set and taking charge of more significant initiatives. But bringing about a cultural change that encourages technology participation and comprehension is where the real effort lies. The only thing preventing IT from changing its people's perspective, all that is needed for creativity is a flexible attitude on learning new skills and seeing where technological advancement can lead. Because the road to innovation can be found through cultivating an openness to cutting-edge technologies and investigating opportunities that are present. And before I end my presentation, once upon a time, the world of computer programming was secretive and enigmatic. Few individuals were regarded as computer programmers with cutting-edge coding abilities. Yes, we do mean more than one for the majority of IT positions available today. A strong command of the most popular programming language is required. So, if your plan to advance your career or entirely change careers require you to master a programming language, and you may be unsure of which one to study. Ultimately, it takes time and money to acquire a language. So you want to make the best decision possible. As an IT practitioner, consider several factors, such as the level of difficulties you're willing to confront, the programming language knowledge you already possess that complements your existing coding skills, and your motivation for learning a top programming languages. Whether you want to create a mobile application, obtain certification for your programming skills, or acquire new skills, you must master the appropriate programming language. Okay? So, everybody knows what is programming language, because a programming language is a means of communication between programmers or developers and computers. So programming languages are comprised of a set of rules that enable string values to be converted into various methods of generating machine code, or in the case of visual programming languages, graphical elements. Okay? So we need to be familiar with the procedural programming language, functional programming language. An example of procedural programming language like C, Pascal programming, and Fortran, COBOL at the same time. For functional programming languages, we need to understand Haskell, Clojure, Lisp, and Scala support this paradigm. The object-oriented programming languages, like Java, Python, C++, and Ruby. This will be a well-known object-oriented programming languages. All of these languages are top-tier programming language, but they are all adhere to the object-oriented design philosophy. And of course, right now, the scripting programming language. Now, the scripting programming language is a type of language that is interpreted rather than compiled. It is straightforward to learn with simple syntax and dynamic typing. Server-side scripting languages and client-side scripting languages are two varieties of this language. And this language facilitate communications between different programming languages. Python is the simplest programming language used by developers because it is a language for object-oriented programming, and the language built-in libraries and high-level data structure make it simple to use and suitable for rapid application. It is simple, decoded, and its semantic language is dynamic. Another is the Perl. Perl is a dynamic programming language with innovative features that make it popular and distinct from Linux and Windows Server, because Perl is typically used by high-traffic websites, including IMDb, because it facilitates text manipulation duties. I don't know if you're familiar with Bash. Bash. Shell is or Bash born against Shell. Okay? This will be the default command interpreter on most Linux and GNU operating system. And this language is simpler than the vast majority of programming language. Bash facilitates the creation of script repository documentations for others and provides valuable scripts that can be reused. During our first year, I do believe that your professor inculcate you in the programming logic because logic formulation is very important. Commonly used by artificial intelligence and expert system when reasoning and conjecture are required. And this language permit concise and expressive programs that are simpler to reason about and maintain that programs that revert to alternative paradigms. We have, of course, imperative programming, cover the C, C++, Java, and Python. We need to understand some classification methods of programming language. Maybe everybody are aware, because during your defense, or maybe your panel asking, what will be your front end, what will be your back end? Because front-end languages, also known as client-side languages, are used to construct virtual and interactive user-facing website elements. The front-end programming language consists of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The other one is the back-end languages, or the server-side languages. They develop the website logic and functionality, such as processing, storing, and administering the user account and authentication. And that is Python, Ruby, and Java are the example of back-end programming languages. We need also to understand the high-level versus the low-level languages. No? Like, for the high level, we have Python, Java, and Ruby. And for the low-level languages, we have C and others programming languages. Now, maybe you are asking, which programming and coding language should I learn? Advice ko lang po ito. No? JavaScript and Python are two of the most sought-after languages in the startup industry right now. The majority of startups employ Python-based back-end frameworks, including Django Python, Flask Python, and Node.js JavaScript. So these languages are also regarded as the best programming languages for beginners to master. Okay? Because JavaScript is a high-level programming language that is one of the core technologies of the World Wide Web. It is used as a client-side programming language by 98% of all websites. So JavaScript was originally used only to develop web browsers, but they are now used for server-side website deployments and non-web browser application as well. No. So, as a beginner to intermediate, we need to understand HTML and CSS to define the content and layout of the web pages. We need to understand the cross-platform, no? Either desktop, mobile, or web. We need to understand the most popular programming language in the world, no? And others. Actually, when it comes to salary, magandang salary if you are good in JavaScripting. Number 2 in the lineup, sir, how about if I'm not good in JavaScripting? Number 2 is Python. Python is one of the most popular programming languages today, and it is easy for beginners to learn because of its readability. It is free, open source programming language with extensive support modules and community development. No, easy integration with web services, user-friendly data structure, and GUI-based desktop application. It is a popular programming language for machine learning and deep learning application. We need to take note that Python is used to develop 2D imaging and 3D animation packages like Blender, no, Inkscape, and Autodesk. It has also been used to create popular video games, no, including Civilization 4, Vega Strike, and Toontown. Because Python is used for scientific and computational applications like FreeCAD, and Abacus, and by popular websites like YouTube, Quora, Pinterest, and Instagram. Alam nyo ba, kumikita ang Python developers ng 109 to 110,000 US dollar a year. No? So, kailangan mo lang dito, problem solving and abstract thinking. Sa platform, dapat marunong ka sa web, marunong ka sa desktop. No? So, yun ang kailangan sa Python. Number 3 is the Go programming. No? Go was developed, of course, for APIs and web application. Go has recently become one of the fastest growing programming language due to its simplicity as well as ability to handle code bases. Okay? Number 4 is Java. Java is one of the most popular programming language uses today. We need to take note that Java now is owned by Oracle. Now, this is a general purpose programming language with its object-oriented structure has become a standard for applications that can be used regardless of platform. Mac man yan, Windows man yan, Android man yan, iOS yan, gagana si Java. Because of its write once, write anywhere. Yung tinatawag nating WORA capabilities. Java is recognized for its portability, no, across platforms, from mainframe data centers to smartphones. Today, there are more than 3 billion devices running application built with Java. So imagine that. And number 5, syempre, Kotlin. Kotlin is a general purpose programming language originally developed and unveiled as Project Kotlin. No? The first version was officially released, no, 2016. It is interoperable with Java in support functional programming languages. Actually, right now, pag nagtuturo ako, let's say, ng Android programming, so Kotlin, no, ang aming ginagamit. Another, no? Number 6 is the PHP, no? So, programmers mainly use PHP to write server-side scripts. But developers can also use this language to write command scripts, and programmers with high-level PHP codings skills can also use it to develop these type of applications. Number 7 is the C#. C# is the best suited for application for Windows, Android, and iOS, as it takes the help of the integrated development environment product. Number 8 is Swift. No? An open source programming language that is easy to learn. Swift supports almost everything from the programming language Objective-C. No? Swift requires fewer coding skills compared with other programming languages, and it can be used in IBM, Swift Sandbox, and IBM Bluemix. Swift is the use of popular iOS apps like WordPress, Mozilla Firefox, SoundCloud, and even in the game Flappy Bird. No? Yun ang ginamit na dyan sa Swift. Number 9 is the R programming. No? Application built in R are used for pre-processing statistics. So for those who are in data science, no? If you want to be a data analyst, you need to be good in R programming. Kasi yan po ay focus on linear and non-linear modeling, calculation, testing, visualization, and analysis. No? Applications coded using R can interface with number of databases and process both structured and unstructured data. And number 10 is the Ruby. No? Ruby, developers tout it for being an easy language to write and also for the relative short learning time required. Number 11, C or C++. No? We are all familiar. And of course, if you are looking for to be a data scientist, no? MATLAB is also an important. Now, programmers using MATLAB to build machine learning and deep learning applications. Now, MATLAB-based program enable users to analyze data, create algorithms, process images, and verify research, actually. No? To end my talk, the field of information technology is constantly evolving, and new technologies and trends are emerging rapidly. Therefore, IT graduates or ITE graduates, including computer science and IS, or ACT needs to develop a broad range of technical and soft skills to succeed in the workplace in 2025 and beyond. As an IT graduate, it is essential for you to know or to understand better or deep understanding about cloud computing, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, data science and analytics, agile and DevOps methodologies, communication and collaboration tools. Because, I don't know, lagi natin namimiss to, no? Strong communications and collaboration skills are crucial for ITE graduates. They should be able to work in diverse teams. So communicate effectively with non-technical stakeholders and present technical concepts in a clear and concise manner. And we need to develop our creativity and innovation. IT, ComSci, ACT, and IS graduates should be creative problem solvers and innovative thinkers who can come up with the new ideas and solutions to a complex problem. So by developing these skills, ITE graduates will be well prepared for the challenges of the workplace in 2025 and beyond. And they will be able to adapt new technologies and trends and make a valuable contributions to their organizations. Industry 5.0 is now waving, no? Industry 4.0 still hindi pa fully adapted sa Pilipinas. But right now, Industry 5.0 is now waving with us. And Industry 5.0 is now emphasizes the importance of human skills and collaborations in manufacturing processes. Because the main idea of Industry 5.0 is to combine the strength of humans and machine to achieve higher levels of productivity, efficiency, and quality in manufacturing. Industry 5.0 also focuses on sustainability and social responsibility. No? Industry 5.0 is a vision for a more collaborative, sustainable, and human-centric future of manufacturing, where the strengths of humans and machines are combined to create a better outcomes for society and environment. While Industry 5.0 is still in its early stages, it is expected to have significant impact of the future of an IT and manufacturing industry. I just want to remind everyone, success is a subjective term that can mean different things to different people. However, there are some qualities that are generally considered to be important for achieving success in many areas of life. As an IT graduate, we need to have a perseverance because I believe success often requires hard work and persistence in the face of challenges and setbacks. So the ability to keep going and stay focused on your goals, even when things get tough, is essential for success. Number two, passion, especially in programming, adapting new technologies. Because having a strong passion for what you do can drive you to work harder and go the extra mile. When you are passionate about something, you are more likely to put in the effort and time needed to achieve your success. A while ago, sorry, no, pero I just want to reiterate, Dean Alain, as mentioned earlier. Guys, self-discipline is very important. Success often requires self-discipline, the ability to control your impulses and stay focused on your goals. This can involve setting priorities, managing your time effectively, and making sacrifices to achieve your goals. As an IT practitioner after your graduation, adaptability is very important. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances and learn from experience is critical for success. Because being open to new ideas and approaches can help you stay ahead of the curve and respond to the new challenges and opportunities. Another is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and failures. This should be an essential for success. Resilient people learn from their mistakes, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. So, this will become for positive attitude. No? Take note, I don't have a good voice right now. But since I commit to talk, we need to take, of course, a positive attitude. Because maintaining a positive attitude and outlook can help you stay motivated and focus on your goals. I believe that positive attitude can also help you build strong relationship with others and create a supportive network of friends and colleagues. And this will be a common problem in all fields, the emotional intelligence. Because the ability to understand and manage your emotion as well as those of others is important for success. Emotional intelligence can help you communicate effectively, build strong relationship, and make good decisions. By developing those qualities, you can increase your chances of achieving success in whatever area of life you choose to pursue. Digital transformation has become a necessity for all business in the modern era. And the demand of information technology professional who can assist business in undergoing digital transformation is on the rise. As an IT student or recent graduate, you can take the following measure to prepare for your career in digital transformation. Keep abreast of the most recent technological advance for development. Develop your technical abilities. Develop business acumen. Develop your soft skills. Digital transformation requires teamwork, communication, leadership. Develop your soft skills by participating in group initiatives, public speaking competition, in leadership roles in student organizations. You need to gain practical experience, no? By competing no, different competitions. No? Gaining practical experience is the best method to prepare for a career in digital transformation. Consider participating in internship or co-op programs, volunteering of IT initiatives at non-profit organizations, or hackathons and coding competitions. By following these steps, you can prepare for a successful career in digital transformation and become an asset to organization seeking to digital transformations. Last two advice. It is important for us, an advantage to us, to be a certified or certifications related to IT, either national or international certifications, and enroll after your bachelor degree in a master's degree program. Again, marami namang yumayaman sa IT. But if you want to earn more, I think you must start to follow all my advice. And I think that's it for my talk for today. And thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Hello, okay na po.
Thank
I'm done, ma'am. Done na po. Narinig ba ako?
Sir Tigno? Sir Tigno? Sir Tigno, excuse me. Doon na po si Dr. Marmelo.
Naayos po yung ano, mic. Wait lang daw po.
Okay, thank you.
So, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So, okay. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Marmelo V. Abante for sharing invaluable insights with the PLMON community on his talk on preparing the next generation of IT experts for the digital transformation. Provided a comprehensive understanding of key aspects of this transformative journey. Dr. Abante covered essential agendas, including the concept of digital transformation, driving forces behind it, essential IT professional skills for 2025 and beyond, best careers for the future, and the keys to successful digital transformation. We sincerely thank Dr. Abante for enlightening us on these topics, providing a roadmap for IT professionals' future. His insights have inspired us to embrace the digital transformation, equip ourselves with necessary skills, and pursue rewarding careers in the evolving digital landscape. Once again, we express our deepest gratitude to Dr. Abante for sharing his wisdom, expertise, and passion with us. His talk has been a valuable contribution to our event, empowering us to navigate the future with confidence and embrace the opportunities that lies ahead. Now, as we conclude Dr. Marmelo Villabante's insightful talk, we invite you to actively participate in the question and answer session. The key to engage participation is raise or type your question in the chat, and we'll address as many as time allows. Your questions shall deepen our understanding of digital transformation, essential IT skills, future careers, and keys to success. Dr. Abante's expertise is at your disposal, so take advantage of this interactive session. Let's now proceed to the Q&A portion, continuing our exploration of the fascinating world of digital transformation. And let's make the most out of this session, expanding our horizons and gaining deeper insights into the transformative journey ahead. So again, guys, I encourage every one of you, maybe college instructors, teachers, faculty members, as well as students, especially the presenters, to type in your questions or raise your hand to ask Dr. Mello.
Wala. Teka lang. Hello? All right, so everyone from our participants, anyone can ask Dr. Marmelo some questions. All right, so from one of our um, participants, Mr. Jerome Saldua, um, his question is, could cryptocurrencies affect the foreign currency? So that's his question po, Dr. Marmelo. Could cryptocurrencies affect the foreign currency? Naka-mute po kayo, Doc.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So, okay na po.
So yes, of course, no? Because cryptocurrencies could potentially affect the foreign currency market in several ways, no? Number one, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum are increasingly being used as an alternative to traditional currency for online transaction. And this could reduce the demand for traditional currencies and potentially affect their value in the foreign exchange market. Number two, the increasingly popularity of cryptocurrency could lead to increased volatility in the foreign currency markets. And this could be due to the fact that cryptocurrencies are highly speculative and subject to large prices swings based on a market sentiment and new events. Another thing is some countries are considering the use of cryptocurrency as a means of bypassing traditional banking and financial system. So this could potentially disrupt the foreign currency markets and lead to the emergence of new currency exchange markets that are not subject to traditional regulatory frameworks. So the impact of cryptocurrencies on foreign currency markets is still unclear and depends on many factors, including the adoption and regulations of cryptocurrencies, as well as their overall popularity and acceptance as a means of payment and store of value. However, it is clear that cryptocurrency have the potential to disrupt traditional currency markets and create new opportunities and challenges for investor and financial institutions. I hope I could answer your question.
Thank you so much, Doc Mello, for that answer. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Jerome. And we have another from Mr. Chris Magbanwa. What can you say about the rapid rise of an AI technology? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Again po, what can you say about the rapid rise of an AI technology? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
On the other hand, AI technology that has potentially to revolutionize many industries and improve the quality of life for people around the world. AI can help us solve complex problems, automate tedious and repetitive tasks, and make more accurate predictions and decisions. So it can also help us to better understand and manage our environment, improve healthcare outcomes, and increase the efficiency of manufacturing and transportation. There are also risks associated with the rapid rise of AI technology. One major concern is the potential impact on employment, as AI has the potential to automate many jobs that are currently done by humans. So this could lead to job losses and social unrest, particularly in certain industries or geographic regions. Another concern is the potential misuse of AI technology, including issues related to bias, privacy, and as I mentioned earlier, security. As AI becomes more pervasive in our lives, this is risk that it could be used to discriminate against certain groups of people or to infringe on digital rights and freedoms. There is also a risk that AI could be used for malicious purposes such as cyber attacks or to create autonomous weapons. So, the rapid AI technology is a complex issue with both potential benefits and risks. It is important that we carefully consider this risk and work to address them in order to ensure that the benefits of AI are realized while minimizing potential harm. So this includes investing in research and development of ethical, responsible AI, creating policies and regulations to govern its use, and promoting transparency and public engagement in the development of deployment and AI technology, I think.
Wow, that enlightens us, Doc Mello. Thank you so much. We have another from Abel Brian Kabagi. Good afternoon po. Is it true that AI will soon replace us, specifically the coders or developers for the next 10 years? I will repeat. Is it true that AI will soon replace us, specifically the coders and developers for the next 10 years?
It is unlikely that AI will completely replace coders or developers in the next 10 years. As the field of AI is still developing and has limitations in terms of its capabilities, while AI has made significant progress in automating certain aspects of software development, such as testing and bug fixing, it is still not capable of creating complex software system from scratch without significant human input and guidance. So coders, developers play a crucial role in software development process, and their expertise is required to design and develop complex software systems that meet the needs of businesses and end users. Because coders and developers also bring valuable skills such as creativity, problem solving, and critical thinking that are not easily replicable by AI. However, it is true that AI is already having an impact on the field of software development and will continue to do so in the future. Let's say, for example, no, alam natin yung AI-powered tools that can assist coders, developers in automating repetitive tasks and in making data-driven decisions. This can help to increase efficiency and productivity in software development. While AI will undoubtedly have an impact on the field of software development, it is unlikely that it will completely replace coders and developers in the next 10 years. The role of coders, developers is still essential in the software development process. And their expertise and skills will continue to be valuable in creating complex and innovative software. Natatawa ako sa mga tanong.
Thank you so much po, Doc Melo. So those are the questions of our creative students, no? Their questions are beyond our comprehension. But yeah, thank you for answering their questions. Now, we have another from Mark Cave. His question is, when it comes to developing an Android application for lost and found, how do we start developing that kind of application of our RAM is only 4 gig below? What is your recommendation programming application for lower spec laptops or computers? So I will repeat the question po.
Isa lang yung bumili ng bago, di joke lang. Sige, go ahead.
Okay, do I need to repeat? Doc?
Sige, go, please repeat na ulit-ulit.
Alright, so the question is, when it comes to developing an Android application for lost and found, how do we start developing that kind of application with only 4 gig RAM? So what is your recommendation? Programming application for lower specs laptops or computers?
Sakto-sakto natuturo ako sa isang university sa Manila na Android development. When developing an Android application for lost and found, the amount of RAM in your computer may impact the performance of the development environment. However, actually there are several options available for programming applications on lower spec laptops. I think aware naman tayo sa Android Studio. No? Android Studio is the official integrated development environment or IDE for Android development. So while it can be resource intensive, it is still possible to use Android Studio on a computer with 4 GB of RAM. So you may need to adjust the setting na lang po to optimize performance, such as reducing the amount of RAM allocated to the IDE. Another is the Visual Studio Code. So this Visual Studio Code is lightweight, and versatile code editor that can be used for Android development. It has a range of extensible available for Android development, including syntax, highlighting, debugging, and code completion. Eclipse, Eclipse din po is an older IDE that has been used for Android development in the past. While it may not be the most up-to-date option, it can still be used for lower spec computer like 4 GB. Meron din tayong Intel G, yung IDEA communication, Intel G IDEA. At saka while a computer with 4 GB of RAM may not be the most ideal for Android development, there are still options available for programming and applications for lost and found. So sabi ko nga kanina, Android Studio, Visual Studio Code, Eclipse, and IntelliJ IDEA. So community editions are all potential adjust the settings options to consider. It's recommended to adjust the setting and optimize performance to ensure smooth development expertise.
All right, thank you, Doc Melo. I hope you took down some notes, Mark Cave, sa mga sinabi ni Doc Melo. Now, another question. Actually, questions keep coming, Doc. So medyo madami-dami pa po ito. Ayan. So you have a class po later. So would you mind to answer this last question? All right, thank you, Doc. So generous of you. All right, so the next question is, I am interested in pursuing 2 different professions in the digital market and would like to know which 2 professions have best synergy with one another. All right, so he didn't mention what are the 2 professions, All right, so let's go to the next question na lang po. What is the future of digital?
Okay, sige. Ano ba? Sige, go.
All right.
What?
So what is the future of digital transformation and what trends should we be watching out for?
As I mentioned earlier, no, the future of digital transformation is likely to be shaped by several emerging trends and are already transform various industries. No? Artificial intelligence, number one yan, and machine learning. No? So nandiyan na tayo ngayon eh. No? IoT, no? Cloud computing, blockchain technology, yung 5G technology rin, cybersecurity. No? So the future of digital transformation is likely to be shaped by AI and ML, machine learning nga, and the ML na games, IoT, cloud computing, blockchain technology, 5G technology, and cybersecurity. All organizations that embrace these emerging trends and adopt digital transformation will be better positioned to succeed in the future actually.
All right, thank you so much, Doc Melo. Now, may I call on Mr. Joshua Tigno for the awarding of your certificate. Wait lang po.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sten. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, am I audible? So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now our honor and privilege to recognize the remarkable contributions of
Pwede
Dr.
mag-excuse?
Yes, sir.
Gusto ko sagutin yung ethical. Gusto ko sagutin yung ethical. May tanong about ethical eh. Kasi napakalaga sa IT professionals ng ethical standard and considerations na. Okay lang ba? O sige na.
Yes
Sir,
po.
you may take the time.
Okay, kasi actually, no, kasi kanina sa last part, di ba, talagang inano ko yung paano maging successful, no? Actually, there are several ethical considerations that IT professionals need to keep in mind when implementing digital technologies, no? Number one, privacy, no? IT professional must ensure that user data is protected and that users are informed about how their data is being collected, stored, and used. This includes complying with data privacy, no, in our country. No? Kailangan alam nila kung ano yung kukunin mong data, saan mo siya gagamitin, hanggang kailan mo siya gagamitin, paano mo siya i-dispose. No? Net is security. No? IT professionals no, must implement appropriate security measures to protect against cyber threats such as hacking, malware, and phishing attacks. This include keeping software and hardware up to date and using encryption and multi-factor authentication. Ang Facebook ninyo, hoping naka-multi-factor yan. Ano? Yung bias, no, IT professional must be aware of the potential for bias in algorithm and data sets, no, which can perpetuate discrimination and inequality. Important sa atin transparency, no. IT professional must be transparent about the way their system operate, including the algorithm used and data sets analyzed, no. Sustainability, no, accessibility. So ethical considerations are important for IT professionals to keep in mind when implementing digital technologies. Again, this include privacy, security, bias, transparency, sustainability, and accessibility, among others. By considering these ethical issues, IT professionals can help to ensure that their systems are fair, trustworthy, and sustainable, and that they have a positive impact on the society as a whole. So thank you. Wala nang boses, sorry.
Thank you very much, Sir Marmelo.
Wala nang boses, dal-dal pa rin.
I would like to apologize for the rest of the students who have many inquiries that want to address, but unfortunately, due to time constraint, we need to continue with the presentation of the Certificate of Appreciation.
Send na lang, sir, through pwede nila ako PM, private message, or kaya email pagdating sa mga questions. Thank you.
So, as Dr. Marmelo said, okay, we will be posting, I think it's in the PowerPoint presentation as well, the details of Doc Melo for your inquiries. So, without further ado, let's continue with the presentation of Certificate of Appreciation. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's really an honor and privilege for us to recognize the remarkable contributions of Dr. Marmelo Abante, our esteemed speaker, with the Certificate of Appreciation. Dr. Abante's profound insights and expertise in the field of digital transformation have left an indelible impact on our community. So on behalf of the CITCS and the PLMON community, we extend our deepest gratitude to present this Certificate of Appreciation to Doc Melo for a moment. Let me just first share the certificate for a moment. Okay. I think okay. So again, on behalf of CITCS and PLMON Committee, we extend our deepest gratitude to present this certificate of appreciation to Dr. Marmelo Abante for his invaluable contribution as a resource speaker in the CITCS 12 IT Summit with the theme Let IT Be You, encapsulating digital transformation to future information technology professionals. Given this 12th day of May 2023 at pamantasan ng lungsod of Muntinlupa, University Road, Poblacion, Muntinlupa City. Signed by Associate Professor Alain J. Anuevo, Dean of College of Information Technology and Computer Studies, and Dr. Martes Tagulao, Vice President for Academic Affairs. We present this certificate as a token of our appreciation and as a testament to his exceptional expertise and commitment to driving digital transformation. Again, it is with our heartfelt thanks and congratulations to Doc Melo as we present him with this well-deserved certificate of appreciation. May I request the documentation team
Thank
to
you very much, everyone. Thank you, PLMON.
for
God
a
bless.
photo op with Dr. Marmelo. May I request our esteemed program chairs to open their camera and join Doc Melo in the photo ops. Okay, so again, please smile for the camera. Documentation team, please take a photo. Okay. Okay, so I think a photo was already secured. So now, thank you again, Doc Melo. And let us proceed to the raffle draw to be administered by Sir Steven Barizo.
Mic test. Let me share my. Ayan, good day everyone. Ayan, mukhang lahat naman active ngayon. So, yeah. Are you ready for our raffle draw? So, today we'll have first the minor prizes and the grand prize. And for the minor prizes, we have and you'll get all of these prizes right here. So, this will be the process of getting the winners. So let me share first. Screen, where is it? And so right here are the list of participants today. So for our first winner, we'll get 10 students from, or we'll get 10 participants. And what you'll get is this one. And 10 pieces of loyalty card from the Chipmunks stall down from the Emerald hallway. And the details of of the loyalty card will be sent once finalized. So all you need to do is just go here at our faculty office next week to claim your loyalty cards. So yeah, let's proceed with the first 10 winners. Okay, so now I'll just use this random picker. So all right. Okay, so once I click pick a random item, and the 10 winners will be displayed right here. So yeah, are you ready? And this will be the first 10 winners of the loyalty card from the Chipmunk store. So the first winner is Andrew Corriente from BSCS 3B. Okay, congrats. And the second winner is Eloisa Joyce Bebayo from BSIT 3A. Next, for the third winner, we have Marianne Pagdato from IT 3D. And next, the fourth winner is Juliet Sanchez. And the fifth winner will be Grana Althea May from BSIT 3F. The sixth winner is Garcia Monica May from BSIT 3F also. And our seventh winner will be Revelo Kathleen from CS 3B. Parang mga estudyante ko to. And the eighth winner from BSIT 3G, Kalungsod, Justine N. And the ninth winner will be from IT3C, Lahesta. And then the 10th winner will be Troigo. And the list of the winners will be posted later. So for you to claim the prize, no, just go here at CTEX faculty office next week and look for Miss Kristen Patricia Villanueva, your professional development coordinator. And she will assist you with getting your prizes. Okay, next. Wait, I'll just copy the winners. Right? Kanina nagtagal kami dun sa ano. Nagtagal kami sa paglagay. Wait, just here. Okay, next for the next winners, right? But you'll get is one small milk tea winter melon flavor with snacks. Right, so the winner for this prize will be only one person lang. Right, so who will be the winner for the one small winter melon milk tea? Sponsored by Chipmunk Stall. No? All right, we have Mr. Enriquez from IT3C. No? Next. Nice. Right, next, we have three winners for the Pepero. This is a Korean product. No? Siguro alam niyo siya. Ang sarap yan. And so, sino ang mananalo? Let's get three participants. All right, so the three winners of the Pepero will be Mr. Arciaga Errol Jan. Oh, estudyante ko to. RCS 4A. The next second winner will be Jasmine Kayla Bongan. And the third winner will be Gomez Sheila May. All right, congrats. Next, for next prize, we have one winner of 3 pieces chicken wings. All right, so this is sponsored by Sir Chicks All Amazing. No? All right, let me copy first the winners. No? Yung isa, IT 3C Enriquez. All right. Next, moving on for our next prize. One winner of 3 pieces chicken wings. Right. So who will be the winner of 3 pieces chicken wings from All Amazing? All right. We have from IT3C, Mr. Tonzo. Ayan. Congratulations. Next, uh, winners of Gastric Quest Sunday Ice Cream, sponsored by Dean Elaine, Sir, uh, Sir Alni, and Mr. Ricky Maapi. And so let's see who will be the winner. We only will only get 2 participants. So who will be winner for the tasty ice cream? Right. For our first winner, we have Jerry Mark Barbanyo from CS4B. And next, for the second winner, we have Malaki Ria May from IT3C. All right. Okay, next, let's proceed with our next prize. Oh, dito tayo sa grand prize, no? And so, uh, only one participant will get the grand prize. So what you get is 6 pieces chicken wings from Sir Chick's All Amazing. The next, uh, ice cream from Gas Request Sunday ice cream. Yan, siguro pili na kayo kung anong gusto niyo flavor. Yan. And sa Chickmonk's salt, you'll get 1 large melty chocolate flavor with snacks and 1 large mango graham shake, also with snacks. No? And last but not the least, no, you'll get this authentic Korean products, no? Fresh from Korea. Okay. So let's see who will be the winner of our grand prize. All right. So all in all, we have like 800 participants today. No? So super certain, napaka-certain naman sino man yung mapipili. All right. Sino kaya? The winner is Mr. Winster Borja. Ayan. So congratulations, Mr. Winster Borja. Ayan. You can claim your prize next week, no? Just look for Miss Kirsten Patricia Villanueva, no? To help you get your grand prize. All right. Thank you for um, you for attending and participating with our IT Summit and research IT Summit, no? Ayan. Hindi ka man nanalo ngayon, meron pa namang next time. Pero sa mga fourth year, ayan, magkakatrabaho naman na kayo. Ayan. Sweldo na lang kayo bumawi. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Sir Steven Barizo, for our wonderful raffle draw. So now we'll be proceeding with our research colloquium. May I call on all the presenters to be ready, okay, to make sure that your materials are ready to be shared. So just a reminder before we continue with the research colloquium by group presentation. When sharing the screen, make sure to share the specific window, okay, and not the whole screen. Make sure to tick the box wherein you are to include the system audio. Okay, this is to limit any technical issues that we would be facing later on. Okay, so now let me first share my screen for a moment, guys. Okay, so again, may I request Sir Stephen Barizo to share the slide for our research colloquium. Okay, so each group would be presenting their video presentation. Okay, each group would be presenting their video presentation. Then after that, panelists would be given a time to ask questions. So let's make it as brief as possible, no, when answering the questions. So we would be starting with group one, uh, who are the members of this thesis project is Joshua Lanzar, Karen Caray, Paulo Cornista, with the thesis title Lettuce Phytium Disease Detection in Hydroponic Using Image Processing. Okay, are Joshua Lanza, Karen Caray, Paulo Cornista in this call? Could you share your screen for your presentation?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Hydroponics is the cultivation of plant in nutrient-rich solution without the need for soil. But farmers encounter Bichon disease, which gives them the challenge to identify and control plant diseases. The most widely used method for plant disease detection is by observing the appearance of the lettuce in hydroponics. These processes are time-consuming and lack productivity. And that's why we created NetSnap app, a lettuce feature disease detection which is worked on image processing.
This is the home screen where the user sees the name of application and the detection logo that represents the detection of the main study. It shows the detection where the user can detect the lettuce leaf and root separately. It also indicates the information on how well the detection works. The tips on how to take pictures of the app shows on how to take lettuce leaf and root in the mobile app. It includes the accurate and proper procedure on taking or capturing a lettuce picture. The information section shows the primary detector information where it can find the prevention of the lettuce leaf and root diseases, the nutrient solution that can help to prolong the lifespan of the lettuce plant, as well as its variety. The About Us section shows the main goal of the study, the developers and the frequently asked questions that are commonly found where the user installed the mobile app, and Facts section provides additional infos and concern that is a great way to enhance and having feedback to improve the user's developed application.
How the application works with the help of the convolutional neural network algorithm. Step 1. Capture input image. In this step, the application captures the left stick and root. Step 2. Date the weight and fixture of the left stick, foot, and root. This is the step where the algorithm calculates the weight and fixture of the capture image. Step 3. Getting the most appropriate and accurate result. In getting the most accurate detection, the algorithm based on the trained data where the pixel and weights compare. Step 4. Result of the detection. The algorithm will determine whether the lettuce is healthy or diseased and produce an output.
Sir, we are done po for our video presentation.
Thank you, presenters. So for our panelists, may I call on Sir Melchor Paz, our BSCS Program Chair, as well as Ms. Casey Mendez, our BSIT Program Chair.
Okay, so thank you, Sir Tigno, and of course, presenters. Good afternoon. So, just have a short insight related to your developed project. So you have nice and of course will performing application that automatically detects the status of a scanned, whether or not a lettuce. So, but the question is it in the form of an image or an actual lettuce being scanned using your device?
It's a actual lettuce, sir. We're
Ah,
trying demo farm in Muntinlupa.
okay. So have you tried different sizes of lettuce being scanned using your uh, using your application?
Yes, sir.
Does
We have
does that
we have different size that the total train image that we train is 600 image, different size and different variety of lettuce.
Okay. Another question is, did you include like a whole lettuce being tested using your algo, whether or not it produced the same accuracy of the data being analyzed using your CNN algo? Like for example,
So
for the whole lettuce and for just a leaf of lettuce, one piece leaf of a lettuce versus with the whole lettuce. Does does it produce the same accuracy? Did you come up with that two different testing?
yeah. Sir, we separate the detection where the leaf is different detection and the root. So first, you can scan the root and give a analysis or detection, and then the leaf also. But we have to separate the detection because Pitchum disease is yung pitchum, sir, kasi sir, ano, nung seeds pa lang siya, sir, o root pa lang yung parang root pa lang, sir, wala pa siyang leaf. Doon magsisimula ng pitchum disease. So, we come up to create a root detection and separate the leaf detection.
Okay. Ayan. So I guess that's all for my comments and insights related to your developed application. And I would like to, of course, I'm very glad that you come up with that particular concept where developing an application, is it a mobile? Tama, no?
Yes, sir, mobile.
A mobile
Yes,
application, yeah, that's capable of gathering those data and eventually produce is it in a form of a description that
Yes, sir.
describes the data analyzed coming from actual lettuce? Okay, so that's
Yes,
all.
sir.
That's all for my comment and insights. Thank you for your
Thank you, sir.
presentation, presenters.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I only have one question to the presenters for the latest disease detection. Can we use your application in different leads, not only lettuce?
No, ma'am. It's only for lettuce. Different kind of lettuce.
What if i-try natin sa ibang leaf? Anong leaf? Ano yung ma-detect ng ano yung parang ano yung sasabihin nung application niyo?
If in image
Sabihin ba
processing,
niyang
ma'am,
hindi lettuce yun or ano?
image not recognized.
Okay. Kahit ibang ano yun, ibang dahon.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po, kahit ibang object po siya, ma'am, mare-recognize po siya na as not a
Hindi,
lettuce.
pero dahon. Na-try niyo?
It depends on the
Yes po.
color, ma'am. Pag green, ma'am, it's detect the lettuce. But the application is supposed to use for lettuce only.
Okay. Sige, thank you.
Okay, so I think that's it for our first present. Again, thank you, Joshua, Karen, and Paulo for the lettuce phytum disease detection in hydroponic using image processing. For the second group, we have Oliver Ferrer, Giancarlo Sadicon, Kenrick Villanueva with the thesis project thesis project, Machine Learning Technique of Water Quality Analyzer for Fish Caring. So again, may I request our presenters to share their screen for their presentation.
Hello po, audible po ba?
I think the presentation itself has no audio. So again, kindly share only the actual window where the video is situated. Make sure to tick the include the system's audio for the audio to be shared to the entire audience. Again, please kindly share only the window where the video resides. Make sure to click or tick the include system audio before sharing.
Fish. How does How often do you eat fish? How does the water affect the growth and survival of the fish? And how can we achieve the successful fish production? Let's answer this question together. The current state of fisheries around the world is dismal. Overfishing, illegal fishing, and habitat destruction, combined with demand for fish and population growth, are driving fisheries production further into the abyss. All organisms grow in specific environmental conditions. Water quality is critical for maximum growth in fish survival in pond aquaculture to ensure successful propagation. Improved productivity is possible if water quality is kept within the optimal range. Furthermore, constant monitoring of water parameters is an important measure for determining pond water suitability for culture and controlling harmful crises throughout the production process.
How to use the application. The user must have an internet connection to run the application. And when you open the application, it consists of a homepage, graph, CSV file record, and contact us. In the homepage, this section shows the value of the parameters, which includes water temperature, pH level, and turbidity. It also displays the solution or recommendation if there are any anomalies in the water quality of the fish pond. In the graph section, it shows the real-time graphical representation of given parameters, which are water temperature, pH level, and turbidity. In the CSV file record section, it shows the different CSV files that can be downloaded for the later reports and future use. In the About Us section, you can view the researchers' names, social media accounts, and contact information. You can also ask any questions to the researchers about the application. Additionally, you can click the three-dot menu bar if you want to stop the application or you want to read the additional information about the application. These are the result of the sample testing of the water in the fish pond coming from Bayanan, Muntinlupa City. This includes the water from original tilapia, red tilapia, catfish, and water coming from the deep well. This is the sample hot tap water with an additional compound which is vinegar. The temperature rose 37 degrees Celsius, which indicates high temperature. The pH level dropped to 3.99, which indicates high acidity. Turbidity of the water turned dirty. And based on the result, there are lists of recommendations that the user may do to maintain the good quality of water. Next sample is called tap water with soap powder. As you can see, the temperature dropped to 13 to 15 degrees Celsius, which indicates low temperature and has a recommendation of use heater to increase water temperature or decrease water level. The pH level rose to 11.33, which indicates increasing alkalinity and has a recommendation of adding specific compounds to neutral pH level. The turbidity became clear and has a recommendation to continuously monitor the quality of the water.
Okay na.
Okay, thank you very much, presenters. So again, may I call on Sir Melchor Paz and Ma'am Casey Mendez for your questions.
Okay, so good afternoon, presenters. Good afternoon, presenters. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Okay, so what was your presented title again, presenters? Machine learning technique Am I right, presenters? Sound check. Sound check. Parang walang audio.
Sir, audible po kayo.
Presenters, okay, so machine learning technique, what's your full title presented? Is it machine learning technique?
Sir, it's machine learning technique, water quality analyzer for fish caring.
Okay, so machine learning technique, water quality analyzer for fish clearing, tama? Ano? So, may I ask you, what are those for? Kasi kanina, you've included in your presentation that you have for I guess, the measurement related to temperature, and then the other one is, what are the rest of those measures other than having the temperature, the measures related to temperatures? What are those three?
The turbidity and pH level, sir.
pH level. So you only have three measurements?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So the question is, after having the measures related to the temperature, so what's the next process? What's the next process, or is there any descriptions related to those data collected, or is there any prescriptions related to what is being described based on the data collected using your application or using your sensor?
Sir, yes po. After getting the measurement of the temperature, our system proposed a solution prior to the given result, which is, for example, if the temperature is cold, like in the video, our system will propose the solution that to add cold water to neutralize the temperature. And aside from that, sir, for the other parameters like turbidity and pH level, if the pH level rose to higher alkalinity, the system will propose a solution that you will need to add solution to neutralize the alkalinity or to drop the alkalinity.
Okay, so given that the system gives a prescription, then the next question is there any amount included together with the prescribed, like for example, related to temperature or alkalinity? So did you include the how much amount to be added, like for the temperature or for the alkalinity, cold water or yeah?
Sa temperature, sir, the ranges 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. And then sa pH level, 7 to 9 to neutralize the pH level. And then the
Okay, so I guess that's all for my comments and questions related to your proposed title, and you have a very good concept when it comes to your presented prototype. Okay, so that's all, Sir Tigno.
Okay. First of all, thank you to all presenters who presented their thesis project on detecting the water quality for fish caring. So our blended coordinator, meron po siyang questions. So I will read the questions. How do you envision your project being used in real world scenarios?
prototype, di ba?
How will you envision your project being used in the real world?
Yes, ma'am.
how we innovate our no, how how we innovate our system in the real world scenarios. Um, like nowadays, ma'am, alam po natin na sobrang ano na ng internet and then ng mga technology. So, nag-propose po kami ng system which has prototype na
Prototype.
the prototype.
How will you innovate your
Ganyan.
Yun po ma'am, gumawa po kami ng prototype which has 3 parameters to analyze the water quality in the pond. Kasi po
Oo
ma'am,
nga, pero
yung karamihan po dito sa fish pond po sa Muntinlupa, nag-ano lang po sila ng natural natural checking lang po sa mga water quality. Wala po silang gamit na application or prototype or system na para ma-monitor po yung kalidad ng tubig. Kasi po, since medyo na po, populated na po yung tubig and then yung air po, mas magiging sakitin na po yung mga isda, and then sa production po nung isda mas nagdi-decrease po, and then yung ginawa pa namin system is used to increase the production po.
okay. Thank you. That
Okay.
would be all, Sir Joshua.
Okay, thank you very much, panelists. So, thank you, presenters, for presenting the machine learning technique of water quality analyzers for fish caring. Now, we would be proceeding to our group 3, composed of Mark Alcel Bautista, Eric Echemain, Echemane, and Jamel Varela. Okay, pardon for mispronunciation. With a thesis project entitled Image Processing for Soil Type Classification. So again, may I call on the presenters to share their screen for their presentation.
What is Pixel?
Pixel is a software product of the research entitled Image Processing for the Soil Type Classification. It is an application that can classify the type of soil and identify its properties that will help planters in making an accurate decision with regards to planting. For the mobile version of our system, this is the launcher icon of the app. Upon opening the app, a splash screen will be displayed containing the name PickSoil. After that, the main screen will be displayed. This is the main section of the app containing the input elements. And initially, there is an indication that no image is selected. This will be replaced by the input image from the user. The application provides 2 ways of inputting the image. First is the Take a Picture button, which open the camera of the user's device for on-the-spot capturing of the soil. Another option is the Select from Files button, which basically requires the user to select image of the soil from the file manager of their device. After inputting the image, the classification process will begin. Results will be displayed in a tabular form, and this will contain the following information. First on the list is the type of the soil, followed by the accuracy or the confidence of the classification model, overview, grain size, acidity of the soil which based merely on the color and not chemically tested, and also the texture. The following information are also included in the results such as water and nutrient holding capacity, porosity or the pagkabaghag of the soil, other properties, and how to improve.
Classification for other type of soil. Rock. Silt.
Sand.
Now, after classifying your soil, you still find yourself wondering about what are you going to plant on your soil, don't you? Well, worry not, for we got your back. There's a feature added by the developer wherein you will be able to see the list of suitable plants for the type of soil that you have. Just click the button See List of Suitable Plants and voila! The list will appear. This will definitely help you on your overall planting journey. Another thing for Pixel is that it can now identify whether the input image is soil or not. If not, a phrase, image is not a soil, will be flashed on the screen. And lastly, at the bottom of the screen, there you can see 3 quick links, namely, what is Pixel? This contains the about information of the app. The researchers, which contains the information of the developers, and Pixel for Web, which directs the user to the web version of the app. And that is Pixel for you. Download now.
Okay na po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay, so thank you again, presenters. Again, may I call on the panelists, Sir Paz and Mendez, for your questions.
Hi, presenters. Thank you for presenting your project, image processing for soil type classification. I only have one question, no? So, who will use your system? So, why you need to classify the different types of soil? Kasi wala sa title nyo yung reason bakit kailangan yung i-identify or i-classify yung soil.
Mainly po ma'am, yung user po ng system namin is yung mga gardeners or even the normal people in the city na would like to plant. Kasi alam naman po natin before yung nung nangyaring pandemic. Hindi po nakakalabas yung mga tao and yung mga scarce po lahat sa everyone is having difficulty finding food and kung saan kukunin since bawal lumabas, and majority po kasi since sa neighborhood namin may mga nagtatanim and marami silang edible plants na meron sa nila, and dun sila kumukuha ng food for their daily use. And naisip lang namin na we would like to encourage more people na magtanim din, and based doon sa na yon, sa idea na yon, yung problem na na-encounter namin primarily is yung sa soil since nasa urban tayo. In urban place, wala hirap makaalam ng lupa. So mostly na problem na na-encounter ng mga tao na nagtatanim is namamatay yung plants nila. And isa dun sa reason is hindi compatible yung yung soil dun sa plants na tinatanim nila. Kaya ang taas nung chance na hindi mag-grow yung plants nila. Ayun po, ma'am.
Okay. So that would be all. Thank you. Sir Paz? No, Sir Paz is busy. Okay, one last. Ayan na pala.
Ayan, okay. So I just have to acknowledge the presentation of third group where they presented soil identification, and it's a good thing also that you included as a feature in your application that it automatically recognize whether or not the input is a soil or just a normal image which is not related to an image of a soil. So okay na rin as startup application, pwede natin i-considered where those farmers could eventually, if you can improve and integrate more features pa as a recommendation for the next researcher to improve your work. But of course, given that you need to document those requirements needed before you created your project. But the question is, have you done those requirements needed before you created your project? Before you included those features integrated in your project. So for the future researchers also could refer to those requirements that you included in your documentation. Do you have it in your documentation
Yes,
also,
sir. We do.
presenters? Okay. So if that's so, that's all for my comments. And ayan, I would like to acknowledge your presentation and efforts of having your thesis being presented. Thank you, and God bless presenters.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sir Paz, and thank you, presenters of image processing for soil type classification. Next, we have Erickson Baluyot, Sherilyn Gabinay, Marvin Flores for the thesis project entitled Enterprise Intrusion Detection System and Firewall for Future Protocol Attack Using Brute Force Algorithm. Presenters, please ready your presentation for the audience.
Nakikita na po.
Best visible na po.
Thank you.
So here in our intrusion detection system for a future protocol attack using brute force algorithms. So here the automatic detection of IP address. As you can see right there in the top left corner, there's the information that says about your public IP address that is displayed right there. So if you access the website, there's an automatic detection of your public IP address, and then the website will display it on the top left corner. Okay, so once you access the website, it will automatically detect your IP address and notify the user what the user is their public IP is. So it will show our part, there's the user dashboard. This level can continue as a reference to create the system. So this is the user once you log into the website. And then the third one is IP detection if the user is using virtual private network or VPN. So the website will not only detect your public IP address, it will also detect if the user is using a VPN or not. So once it is detected that you are using a VPN, it will be blocked from accessing the website, which as you can see on the top left corner of the website. As the part of the IP dashboard, is showing data of the user who accessed the website, IP address, the access, and VPN. Second, access. Lastly, if your IP address is a VPN or not. So in this part, there's emphasis. This is where our features are implemented. So it is used to allow searching and detecting if the user's IP address is in the restricted list stored in the database once detected. So it will automatically block you from accessing the website. That's it, and thank you so much.
So, for summarize our system, so our system is designed to detect and prevent unauthorized access attempts to our website or network. We use a combination of intrusion detection software and a firewall to monitor incoming traffic and identify potential threats. One of the unique features of our system is that able to be VPN detection capability. If a user attempts to access our website using VPN, they will be not allowed to access the site. This is because VPNs are often used to hide the user's true location and identity, which can be a red flag for potential security breaches. In addition, our firewall has several lists are used to manage access to our website. Minute list is where the current IP user's address is saved. After 3 failed attempts, the user will be fall into temporary list, which is not allowed to access the website for 24 hours. If the repeated attempts are access the website from temporary list, the users will be blacklisted and will not be able to access the website at all. Our system has ability to detect the future protocol attacks that may be attempted using brute force. This means that even if attackers attempt to sophisticated methods to gain access to our website, our system will be able to identify and prevent the attack. So if you're asking why VPN is, we are not allowed VPN because, as I said, VPN are used to hide the identity of the users. And also in our firewall, we have IP address and device number. So because in Philippines, we are using dynamic IP address ISP provided. So which means that if my session has already expired, another IP address will be given to me. So we won't be able to track if anything happens or someone breaches our system. So unlike other countries like US, they have static IP address, which means if they use this from hacking or breaching system, they will be able to track who did it. So that's the point of view, the use of our system. And our system doesn't have any mobile application, but for in future we'll be able to develop it. So that's it for now. Thank you for attention, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, presenters. So, we already know, no, na ito ay pumasa na kayo sa inyong final defense, no, ng inyong thesis project. And kaya kayo nagpe-present dito, kayo yung best of the best thesis project, no? So, Sir Joshua's question, our blended learning coordinator. So, what was the most rewarding part of working on this project for you?
Um, for me, it is that we are able to pull it out because before we creating this system, we are doubting ourselves if we are able to create this. Then, after working on it, then we are able to successfully create this. Even it's not perfectly, but I hope that in the future we'll be able to recreate this system using another language and framework. So we will be able to put in develop or in the field.
Okay, thank you. And I have another question now. Can your system determine what particular files that the intruder is trying to get?
For in our current systems, we are not able to detect if the what kind of files we want to get if someone try to reach our system. So we are not able to detect what kind of, like example, they want to get the our user's data or password or personal information. Um, our focus is the firewall only and VPN detection. So I hopefully that we are able to create this in development.
Okay, thank you, presenters, for your wonderful answer.
Okay, so just for additional recommendation, of course, I would like to acknowledge and thank you for your presentation and effort, presenters. No, but of course, I just have some additional recommendation. Other than using the auto detection for IP address, you may also maybe for the next developer, you know, maybe they can also. Did you include also the automatically detections of instead of just simply having the IP address, but you need also to include the name server, which is the more accurate when it comes to blocking that uh, particular address. So rather than having just simple IP, uh, have you included also in your detection, like automatically detects the name server being used by the intruder, presenters, or just a simple IP addresses?
No, sir. So we are able to detect just IP address and MAC address of the device that currently used by the user. We don't have,
Yeah.
server address, sir.
uh, okay din naman, maganda, good ano na rin naman yung development niyo. But maybe for to more innovate to innovate more your develop application, maybe in the future you may include also the auto detections of domain name server. So it's the best way of blocking those intruders. Kasi you've mentioned already that you already created temporarily, however temporarily, but it's a big help to block or to have a blacklist of those more often requesting to intrude your login man yun or firewall man yun. Okay. But another question is, uh, we all know that brute force, of course, it is the more reliable when it comes to visiting all the possible all the possibilities, but we all know that it is also there's also a downside or negative effect of using that algorithm, which is it provides a very slow response when it comes to the output. What if there are several requests at the same time using those particular bandwidth? Maybe brute force needs to visit or to traverse from one to all the possibilities, and we all know mabagal yon. So the question is, do you have some remedy implemented or integrated uh, instead of 100% relying to your one algorithm mentioned, which is the brute force algo, as an alternative, or wala pa?
We do not have alternative re- re- remedy for our um, algorithm, sir. So we'll just
Ah,
use brute force
however,
in
okay
our
pa rin
system.
naman yan. Okay, so at least for the next project nyo, maybe you can have an alternative to support sa the downside or the uh, tawag dito. Yun yung weakness kasi ni brute force. Bumabagal siya. The more na marami yung number of n ng possibilities na kinukuha niya. So you need to optimize and then optimization, and then there should be an alternative algorithm that could support your output or before producing the output coming from your brute force algo, there should be another algorithm that supports the process of your brute force. I don't know if you will be able to use the integrations of two different algorithms to make the output to make the time response more quick compared to a regular single one algorithm being used. So that's all for my comment and insights. Thank you for your presentation, presenters, and ayan, nice presentation.
Thank you, panelists.
Okay, so thank you, panelists and presenters. Again, thank you for presenting the Enterprise Intrusion Detection System and Firewall for Future Protocol attack using brute force algorithm. Next, for our final group, we have John Genesis Gallego, Desiree Palma, Daniel Stephen Raton, for their thesis project entitled A Recording and Screen Capture with Attendance Generator for Video Conference Platform Using Shandy Lamport Algorithm. Presenters, please present.
Is it audible?
This is the demo screen recording and attendance generator for Google Meet, a web extension. As you can see, it is already installed on my Brave browser. Let's click the extension. This is the pop-up, and we have two options for our screen, a tab or an entire desktop. The Start Record button is disabled by default until you select a screen. A tab or an entire desktop. The Start Record button is disabled by default until you select a screen. Under these two options, we have a countdown option. This will be the amount of seconds you set for the delay after you click the Start Record button. There is also an option if you want your toolbar to show only on hover. On the upper right side, there is also an option for the quality of the recording. If you want a smaller file size, then the video resolution will be lowered. Now let's select tab only and start the recording. A Save As dialog box will pop. This is a feature of the system. This is where we save the recorded video in case you experience unexpected crash, unresponsive browser, and power outage, so you can still recover the video. We can navigate the toolbar on the lower left side. First is the cursor settings, where we can select highlight clicks, highlight cursor, and hide the cursor when inactive. We added basic drawing tools so the user can easily make the recording more personal. It includes pen, eraser, color, text tool, arrow tool, and of course a delete button. There's also an option where you can enable your input device microphone to be recorded and also the audio of screen that you are recording. And to stop the recording, you just need to click the pause and you can decide if you want to discard or save your recordings. Let's click this little check button. We will be directed to the video editor, where you can trim the video or remove some part of the recording. And you can save it as to a playable file type such as MP4. The recorded video is also playable in this page. To save your edited video, just click the download button. And there you have it. Let's go back to the Google Meet for our attendance generator. We can just right-click here and click the Save Attendance. Wait for a moment. Save as dialog box will pop. This is the list of the participants in Google Meet with date and time stamp as file name with CSV file type. Now this menu will not be shown on any other site that we right-click on. This is just in the Google Meet page. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, presenters. Now may I call on the panelists, Sir Paz and Ma'am Casey Mendez, to ask questions regarding the thesis project, a recording and screen capture with attendance generator for video conference platform using Chandy-Lamport algorithm.
Okay, so presenters, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
So my first question is, how does your application, what's the difference or the innovation compared to those existing applications that we are having today compared to your developed application? So ano yung mga meron na innovate nyo from existing and then compared to your developed application?
Well, for the existing system, we only have recording feature like when you record the screen, and what we did is we added by the help of our advisor and panelists from the first thesis defense is we added some tools to do more or to provide or bring satisfaction to the user, like you don't need to install another application or extension for like drawing tools, so you can just use the this extension to do multiple tasks at the same time. And the additional is the save attendance, which doesn't include from the existing, like you just have screen recording, and that's all.
Okay. So does the screen recording includes the audio or just a recording itself without an audio?
And you have a choice to record the audio or not, and your mic also.
Okay. Another question is, do you have also a settings where the user could set the resolutions of the possible output of your recordings, like decreasing and increasing the expected resolution?
Yes, sir. And it's up to you. Pwede mo din, sir, palitan kung kung gusto mo ng mas lower FPS or higher FPS.
Okay. Okay, so that's it. That's all for my comments and insights. Thank you, presenters, for your presentation. And Ma'am Casey, do you have something to add, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Based on, thank you, sir. So, presenters. So, based on your answers to the question of Sir Paz, so meron akong follow-up question doon, no? Or si Sir Paul. How do you plan to continue improving and developing your project in the future?
Well, for the future plan is we have something we call the cloud we want to implement the cloud, so you can just directly upload it to your Google Drive or access your recorded video in cloud.
Okay, thank you. So yung system nyo is all-in-one na, no? Kasi yung ginagamit natin ngayon, lalo yung mga faculty, iba-ibang applications pa to
Yes po.
record video, to screen record, and then to generate attendance. Iba-ibang extension, iba-ibang application. So yung sa inyo ay 3-in-1. So napakagandang system na dinevelop nyo. Congratulations. And thank you to all presenters. Thank you.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay, so I guess that's it from the panelists. Again, thank you, presenters, John Genesis Galego, Desiree Palma, and Danielle Stephen Raton with their presentation on a recording and screen capture with attendance generator for video conference platform using Chandy Lamport algorithm. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of our highly anticipated research colloquium. Thank you to all the student researchers, faculty mentors, panelists, and audience members for your active participation and contributions. May the knowledge shared and connections formed during this event continue to foster growth in proceeding to our remarks, let us recognize Mr. Melchor Paz being an invaluable pillar of support in organizing this insightful and engaging event. His dedication to the growth and development of our CS community is truly commendable. With his extensive knowledge and experience, he is well suited to provide a meaningful conclusion to our summit. Now, let us warmly welcome Mr. Melchor Paz to deliver the closing remarks.
Okay, thank you, Sir Tigno. First and foremost, I would like to express my appreciation to our guest speaker, Dr. Marmelo Villanueva Abante, for spending part of his valuable time with us. And to the panelists, of course, Mr. Joshua Maglaya, our blended learning coordinator, and together also with us, Ms. Casey Mendez, a BSIT program head, and of course yours very truly, Mr. Melchor L. Paz, a BSES program head, for the insights and comments related to the presented researchers by the CITCS students as part of our 12th IT Summit. So my deepest gratitude goes to all who attended, and also for those who helped to make it such a successful event. And of course, to Dr. Danilo Sulayo for his message of embracing the digital transformation, and hearing and learning from guest speaker panelists as well as the audience has educated all of us here. Like Dr. Marmelo Villanueva Abante said in his talk about deep knowledge of AI and cloud computing, and then that there's a need also for us to have a solid understanding digital information and adapting the new technology. And of course, Dr. Marmelo also said that communication is the must also when it comes to our stakeholders. And another one, he also highlighted the related to what does the digital transformation refers to. And he also mentioned about what are the essential IT professional skills for incoming 2025, such security, programming, systems and networks, data analysis and development and operations, and cloud computing. Then he also mentioned about digital collaboration is also being encouraged by our guest speaker. He also added to at least master the appropriate programming language be resilient, and have certification related to any IT training. Okay, and I am certain that the takeaways from this event will further deepen our thinking for the future. Before ending my closing remarks, I would like to convey a special thanks to the technical and 12th IT Summit team for this event, who have been extremely doing their task beyond the time allocated. Finally, my deepest thanks are, of course, reserved for our Dean of College Information Technology and Computer Studies, Associate Professor Elena Nuevo, and of course, our BSIT Program Head, Assistant Professor Ricky Di Maapi, and also to our ACT Program Head, Assistant Professor Alni Gab Jamin Kasako, for showing their full support to make this event happen. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Paz, for a very warming message. Now, before we conclude our session, let me first acknowledge and thank the following personalities. Again, we have Assistant Professor MS Teams. We also have Sir Julius Heria as part of the technical support. We also have Sir Steven Barizo as part of our AVP facilitator, and our documentation team, Miss Marisa Umali and Miss Beverly Bravo. We also give special thanks to the sponsors of our raffle draw. We have Sir Paul Joshua Maglaya for the Korean products. And Wings sponsorship. We also have Assistant Professor Alni Gab Jamin Kasakop and Sir Elaine J. Anuevo, Dean Elaine Anuevo for the God's Three Quest ice creams. And we also have Ms. Maria Victoria Solatorio and Mr. Lorenzo Gabilagin for the Chipmunks products. For our remaining messages and reminders to all professional development students, the 12 CITCS IT Summit documentation format will be disseminated by your class president. Please get in touch with them for further instructions. Thank you. And we will be proceeding with the frequently asked questions. Paano po kung dalawa ang professional development na naka-enroll sa akin? Kailangan mong magpasa ng documentation sa bawat professional development subject na naka-enroll sa iyo. Ipasa mo ito sa presidente ng bawat section na kinabibilangan mo. Another one is, paano kapag hindi nakapagpasa sa tamang oras? Mahigpit na pinagbabawal ang late submission, isumite ang dokumento bago o mismo ang takdang araw ng pasahan upang maiwasan ang anumang problema. For a moment. Next, we have, paano po kung hindi naka-attend ng IT Summit? Una, gumawa ng letter of explanation kung bakit hindi ka naka-attend. Pangalawa, panoorin ang recorded video, gumawa ng documentation at ipasa sa presidente. We also have, pwede po bang Tagalog ang documentation? Bilang bahagi ng inyong professional development, ang documentation po ay dapat English. Makakatulong ito upang mapalago pa ang inyong kakayahan sa pag-i-Ingles. Para sa iba pang katanungan, maaari may pag-ugnayan. Sorry for the interruption. So, para sa iba pang katanungan, maaaring makipag-ugnayan sa inyong class president o sa mga officers ng BSIT, BSCS, at ACT Society o sa officers ng CITCS Student Council. Maaari rin pong magpadala ng mensahes sa ating Professional Development Coordinator, which is Kristen Patricia Villanueva at plmon.edu.ph. Okay, so it is with great gratitude and a sense of fulfillment that we bring the IT Summit and Student Research Colloquium to a close. On behalf of the organizing committee and myself, Mr. Joshua Tigno, your host, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to everyone who made this event a resounding success. And as we conclude this event, let us carry the knowledge gained, connections formed, and inspiration ignited with us. May we continue to embrace innovation, pursue excellence, and make meaningful contributions in our academic and professional journeys. Thank you once again for being part of this memorable experience. It has been an honor to serve as your host. On behalf of the organizing committee, I now sign off, wishing you all continued success, growth, and fulfillment in your endeavors. Until we meet again, stay inspired and keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Now let us be graced with the beautiful melodies of the Pilmon hymn, a song that resonates deeply with our university community. Let us unite in singing this hymn as a symbol of our pride and commitment to our beloved institution.
Ikaw lamang ang bawat sa sinusunod, ilangalang habang buhay. Diin mo'y mahal namin, diin mo'y mahal namin, para lang may karangalan, kaligid ang kabataan, kapipisig na tayo. Sa pagbabago, mga magulang umaasa, lahat ay magtagumpay. BN Mulay mahal namin, BN Mulay mahal namin, ikaw lamang ang batas at sinusunod, inagalang habang buhay. BN Mulay mahal namin, BN Mulay mahal namin, para lang mo'y karangalan, kaligid ang
Okay, so before we finally end this program, may I request our documentation team, Ms. Umali and Ma'am Bravo, to administer the photo ops for our program. So I request everyone to open your cameras for our photo ops. Again, open your cameras for your picture that you present in front of your camera. Once again, I am requesting everyone to open your cameras for our photo ops. Okay, Ma'am Umali, Ma'am Bravo, you may proceed with the documentation. Please inform us once it's done. Thank you. So that that concludes our program for today. Thank you everyone for joining and have a great day and God bless.
Thank you po. Haligin ang kabataan.